Hello, welcome. You're watching the Weekend Debate with me, Sharvin Singh. Ladies and gentlemen, as more and more leaders get ready to jump ship from the Congress to the Bharatiya Janata Party, it is a major implosion that's taking place within the party. The Congress appears to be in a complete denial. You've heard leaders like Jairam Ramesh saying that it is the BJP which is basically trying for a mini implosion to take place. When is it that the Congress party will essentially realize that the Nyay should be first given to their own leaders? It is their own leaders who have been speaking about the fact how the party is dying a slow death. What is it that the Congress party fails to really understand at a time when the BJP is only gaining strength from one state to the other? That's the weekend debate at a time when many say that the country certainly deserves a strong opposition. And for the BJP, perhaps another question that many would like to ask that doesn't taint really matter. You've brought in leaders like Ashok Chavan as well as Ajit Pawar in the state of Maharashtra. You do not seem to be having a problem with several other leaders who face serious allegations. That's another big question for the Bharatiya Janata Party too. That's the weekend debate tonight. Massive speculation over further Congress breakup as Kamal Nath and son head to the national capital. Top sources say at least 7 Congress MLAs from Kamal Nath's camp likely to follow and jump the ship. Sources confirmed to Republic TV Navjot Singh Sidhu set to quit Congress and return to BJP. After 12 days of unrelenting fight, Mamata's cops forced to act, add rape section to the FIR.
4, 3, 2, 1.
L40 stations are ignited.
Yet another feather in the cap for ISRO. New weather satellite INSAT 3DS launched from Sriharikota. Another political crisis staring at Pakistan. A Chief Commissioner in Rawalpindi resigns, accepts a rigging in elections. Ladies and gentlemen, the Congress is falling apart by the day. Top Congress leaders, Kamal Nath and his son, are in the national capital. And if sources are to be believed, the father-son duo and 7 MLAs from the camp could jump the ship. Now, that's not all. In Punjab, Navjot Singh Sidhu is also set to dump the Congress party and return to BJP as more and more leaders walk out of the grand old party. The big question is, will it be advantage BJP ahead of the big elections? And more importantly, why is it that the Congress party fails to understand that they haven't really been able to deliver even Nyay to their own leaders? Take a look at this report and then we begin the weekend debate.
The Congress High Command is staring helplessly as big leaders are leaving the grand old party. And the BJP is set to make massive gains in Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and Punjab. Sources have confirmed to Republic that Navjot Singh Sidhu along with 3 MLAs will join the BJP after the 22nd of February. Meanwhile, former Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Kamal Nath, who arrived in New Delhi earlier today, has not ruled out joining the BJP as well. Defection by the Congress veteran will be a massive blow to the High Command.
ये आप लोग कह रहे हैं जी, आप लोग एक्साइट हो रहे हैं. मैंने कहा मैं तो एक्साइट नहीं हूँ इस तरफ या उस तरफ. पर बात ये है कि अगर ऐसी कोई बात होगी, मैं आप सबको सबसे पहले खबर करूँगा.
Many close aides of Kamal Nath, including his son Nakul, who is also in Delhi, have removed the word Congress from their social media bios. According to sources, 7 more MLAs and the mayor of Chhindwara could also defect to the BJP with Kamal Nath.
देखिए, राजनीति के अंदर 3 चीज़ें काम करती हैं: मान, अपमान और स्वाभिमान। जब इन पे कहीं चोट पड़ती है तो मनुष्य अपने जीवन के निर्णय को बदलता है।
Following the speculation, Kamal Nath's emotional appeal to a crowd earlier this week is doing the rounds on social media.
जवानी समर्पित कर दी, मेरी आखिरी सांस तक मैं छिंदवाड़ा के नए विकास के लिए प्रयास करता रहूंगा। आप सब का दिया हुआ प्यार और विश्वास मुझे बल और शक्ति देता है और वही प्यार और विश्वास मुझे मेरी आखिरी सांस तक मिलता रहे। आप सबका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Cut across to Uttar Pradesh, sources say 10 Samajwadi Party MLAs are also in touch with the BJP state leadership. And the state unit is waiting for the go-ahead from the central leadership. All these major political developments happen in the backdrop of the two-day BJP national conference taking place in Bharat Mandap.
As the race to Lok Sabha elections heats up, more and more leaders are abandoning the Congress. The Bharatiya Janata Party is gaining more grounds across all states in the country. With Navjot Singh Sidhu set to join the BJP soon and Kamal Nath deserting the Congress party in the state of Madhya Pradesh, it seems as if the grandeur and the allure of the Congress party seems to be fading. Has the Congress finally accepted the harsh truth that their ship is full of holes and is about to sink? Let's debate.
Shyam Prasad Beka, between 2014 and 2021, 222 Congress leaders, workers have joined the Bharatiya Janata Party. And it seems that the biggest beneficiary of the defections happens to be the Bharatiya Janata Party, and you are the biggest losers. The fact of the matter is that rather than carrying on the Nyay Yatra, first you should understand the biggest Nyay that you can give is to your own leaders. Leaders who have actually built the party. It is not just one family, but it is the very Congress workers who deserve some sort of credit, which seems to be missing. Before you laugh it off, but I'm just putting out the numbers for you. 222 between 2014 and 2021. I have not even counted the rest.
See, Shavan, we are very clear, right? So this is a battle that is happening for the Republic of India. People who doesn't have the courage or the commitment, ideological commitment, to fight for it, भाई साहब चले जाओ, को कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ते, चले जाओ। ऐसे ये डराने का, धमकाने का पूरा वो पुराना वाला राजनीति है ना, वो पुराना वाला कांग्रेस डरते था।
Who are yours? Okay. You call this as a battle to save Republic?
Yeah.
Now for the battle to happen, Shyam Prasad Beka, where are your soldiers? Where are your soldiers?
The lines are being drawn very clearly. Everybody is deciding on which side of the line they are. Let them decide. This is the Congress party of Mallikarjun Kharge and Rahul Gandhi. This is not the Congress party of which has a stranglehold of feudals and capitalists earlier. This is not that Congress. I'm telling you very clearly, we are not worried about any of these things. We are worried about the country. We will fight for the country. We will fight for this republic.
You are talking about a leader. Now, I suppose, just to remind you, Shyam Prasad Beka, I'll come back to you, but just think about it while I go to the other guest also. You're talking about the former Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, if at all he jumps ship. Forget about him. I'll talk about another leader, Jyotiraditya Scindia. You remember what you did to him? And look at the blow that you had to witness in the Madhya Pradesh elections. In the same very area, the Gwalior region itself, you see the kind of loss that you've had. But the reality is this, that more and more as they go, you say that you will fight it out. I don't know how exactly will you fight without any soldiers. Savio Rodriguez, as far as the Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned, there is one more thing which is very disconcerting right now. as many would say, you are bringing in everyone, and one line that comes in: if you're willing to work with us, we don't have a problem, our doors are open. What really happens to the ideology that is perhaps extremely dear to the party? What really happens to the people who actually have the faith in you and say that, okay, look here, there is one party which will not tolerate corruption, but you're okay in getting in Ajit Pawar?
You know, Shravan, let me first throw light on what I personally think are the reasons why the Congress leaders, some very senior leaders who've been long time with the Congress party, are moving out of the Congress.
I'm not...
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So one of the reasons why Congress leaders are moving and jumping ship is because they are sick and tired of being sycophants and slaves to one political party and one political family. That is the real problem. Unfortunately, some sycophants continue to remain and assume that people are leaving them because they don't have an ideology that they have propagated. That's not the truth. There are many good people in the Congress, and many of them are disillusioned by the behavior of senior leaders in the Congress and the level of sycophancy that exists for a 50-year-old adolescent who has not proved himself besides going on yatras. But coming to your question on the BJP, I think it is imperative on any political party to give an opportunity to a political leader or a karyakarta that believes in development of India, which is rising as Bharat, an opportunity to correct the mistake that he or she has made by being with a political party in power for a long time. So today, if they are having a change of mind and gravitating to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, then I don't see anything wrong. Coming to the aspect of corruption, Shravan, I am still saying it. Every leader that has come into the BJP, if he has got corruption cases against him, the law will take its course, and if they are found guilty of the corruption, they will go to jail.
But why accept it? No, Savio, why accept them? Now, I'll just give you an example. Think about this. Think about this, Savio. Devendra Fadnavis, during the Maharashtra elections, said that the Pawar family will be Chakki PC, including Ajit Pawar. The fact of the matter is that just months before he joined hands with the Bharatiya Janata Party, a closure report was filed. The question here is that it can't be hypothetical that, look here, law will take its own course. Then you will face the same question in the state of West Bengal as far as Shuvendu Adhikari is concerned. So the question here is that why accept people against whom there are allegations?
You got a valid point, Shravan. But at the end of the day, neither you nor I nor anybody on this panel decides whether a person is guilty or not, other than the investigative authorities. And beyond that, it is the court that arrives at the guilty verdict on an individual. But if an individual is suffocated within a political party, adds value to the Bharatiya Janata Party, I don't see what is wrong in giving them an opportunity to correct the errors that they had when they never had an option for a political party that focuses on development. Because Congress and other political parties in the opposition have been working towards appeasement politics, while BJP is working towards development. So today, whether it's an Ajit Pawar and the allegations against him, whether it's Subhendu Adhikari and the allegations against him, if they are proved guilty, then I'm saying this again, they should go to jail. But neither you nor me or anybody on this panel is the judge to make that decision. That decision
I'm not saying any one of us can. I'm only saying, Savio, perhaps I'll take that to also Binay. I'll take this to Binay, but before I come to Binay, Sumant Siraban, now as far as the BJP is concerned, now that question will still remain with them, that have they become, as many would say, that washing machine, as the opposition parties say. But forget about what the Bharatiya Janata Party is doing for a moment. Look at what is really happening in the opposition. Doesn't the country really deserve a stronger opposition? Because right now, the fixation with only one man, and to restructure his political career is ensuring that those who have actually given their heart and soul to the party, they seem to have been sidelined.
Wow.
And the fact of the matter is that Jyotiraditya Scindia does not mean anything for the Congress party. And look at what Shyam Prasad Mekha had to say. Sumant.
Shravan, I'm not very sure which party you're referring to. Are you referring to all those loyal BJP workers who have put in years of hard work for the party and are now seeing their tickets being taken away by people who crossed over from the Congress last week and 2 weeks ago? So I don't know what you're referring to. Like Ashok Chavan gets a Rajya Sabha ticket 2 days after he joins the BJP. So I think that there is going to be a lot of resentment. What is happening is effectively this is a electoral fight between two political parties. One, on the one hand, we have the Congress bracket Modi, and on the other hand, we have the Indian National Congress, which is the grand old party. So there are two Congresses which are fighting each other now. And I think when you have an invasion like this of people from the Congress into the BJP, people whom you accuse of the worst, most heinous crimes, whom you call them as corrupt, and they are now sitting with you, sitting as part of your government in different states and so on. There was a statistic I saw yesterday, 134 or something BJP MPs have originally at some point been from the Congress, which is a shocking number. So the next Lok Sabha potentially could see an entire bunch of congressmen, except that they have been elected on a BJP symbol. So I remember
that's exactly what I'm asking, Sumant. Sumant, for the sake of defending the
BJP to elect your own Congress MLA.
Hence, I'm asking you this question: why should it not worry? Of course, you know, Sumant, what you missed out. I did ask that question to the Bharatiya Janata Party if they are okay with having tainted people joining their party, because they are the ones who talk big on corruption. But once again, please think about this also. Think about this. You are saying they are opportunists. When were politicians not opportunists? The fact of the matter is that this is no charity business, first of all. Now, politicians cutting across party lines would have been opportunities. That's not what the argument here. The argument here is this.
What did the BJP say during the days
Once again, hold on, Sumant, listen to me. I'm coming to the core. The crux of the matter is this. Sumant, the crux of the matter is this. When you have your own alliance partners, just look at the statement. I'm just reading out a few for you. I'm just reading out a few for you.
1 minute.
Sumant, just think about this.
What did the BJP say?
If you have to fight the BJP, if you have to fight the BJP, can you really do it in the manner you're doing? Now, I'll just give you an example. The moment RLD... No, 1 second. Sumant, the problem is not that. First, you need to fix your own house in order to fight the battle. Shyam Prasad Mekha says that we are fighting a bigger battle. Who is going to fight the bigger battle when half of your army has deserted you? Now, the fact of the matter is this. Jairam Ramesh, the moment RLD actually jumped ship, Nitish Kumar jumped ship, the response that came in, the alliance is intact. Mamata Banerjee says that you won't even get 40 seats. Now look at the alarming situation. But while the situation being as alarming as it can get, there is one man who continues a yatra for himself.
So what is your problem with the yatra? You want him to stop the yatra? What is your problem? Why are you so worried about it?
The problem I think you should continue.
I'm only worried. You are not worried about. You are not worried about your own party. But I'm only saying, as a country, as a healthy democracy, I think so. Everyone wants a situation where you have a strong opposition party. But the problem here is the opposition party cares less. Doesn't really matter.
Shavan, opposition is the people of India to Narendra Modi. You don't understand that yet. That is the problem.
With the approval
Narendra Modi versus who? Narendra Modi versus people of India. You don't understand that yet.
No, I'm sorry.
With Modi
Please, Shyam Prasad Mekha, you may have your opposition. You may have your opposition with the Bharatiya Janata Party. It is all good. But for all of this to happen, for all of your wishes to come true, you will have to have people to fight the Bharatiya Janata Party. Where exactly are your people?
Why are you so worried about
are leaving you? Why is it that that's not a problem? Vinay comes in and then Roman. Rohan, I'll come to you in a short while from now. I want Binay to respond to what Shyamprasad Becca is saying. Shyamprasad and Sumansi Raman have made one simple point. Sumansi Raman, Binay is saying that such a situation will come that you will only be having on Congress workers in your party. The Bharatiya Janata Party is only currently relying on the Congress workers. Bring the Congress.
Shravan,
134
let me first
MPs.
respond to what Mr. Meka just said. That why BJP is worried about Mr. Rahul Gandhi Yatra. BJP is not worried about Rahul Gandhi Yatra, but BJP is worried about that why Congress is not worried about Rahul Gandhi Yatra. See what has happened. Rahul Gandhi went to Jharkhand, the CM went to jail. And there is a crisis in the Congress party, 17 MLAs are there and 12 are unhappy. He went to Bihar, Nitish left the India Alliance. He went to West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee left the India Alliance. So Congress should be worried and they must go to Rahul Gandhi with folded hands. Arey Baba, stop the yatra. Otherwise the party will finish if you roam around the country. And the main
Bhai Sahab, Modi will come with folded hands, asking him to stop the yatra. Suniye, Modi and Shah will come with folded hands.
If you have
Rahul Gandhi
and if you care about your self-respect, then Congress is not the place for you. If you have to choose between your self-respect and Congress party, if you go with your self-respect, you will have to leave Congress. And one more very important thing, Savan, that look at what the Congress party is saying. Arey, Congress did such a thing for, Kamal Nath. Congress did such a thing for Jyotiraditta Scindia.
Acha, you have a love for Kamal Nath now.
No contribution for Congress.
Okay, go ahead and do.
They have spent all their whole life. They have invested all their whole life for Congress.
Wow.
So they don't have done anything for the Congress. And again, the last point, Savan, it is time for election. And if the leader is serious, if Rahul Gandhi is serious, he must not be touring. He is doing tourism. It is not election campaign. While look at the other side, what BJP is doing. Very recently, today there was
It is discovery of India.
National convention. And BJP is gearing for the election. Every minute and every hour.
No, I don't.
Rahul
See,
Gandhi
it's okay. It's okay.
his Jeep Wrangler, showing his muscles and t-shirts.
Why don't...
He's moving out in his open Jeep Wrangler.
Rohan.
Arey Baba, stop this. It is not good for Congress.
No,
It is not good for Congress.
Binay, the thing is that the discovery... Now, it's okay. We can understand the gentleman wants to go on with the discovery of India. He's not had that opportunity. And for breaks, he would like to go outside. But Rohan, it's a serious issue. The issue being this. Today, you've had the same very gentleman saying that Nyaya has already been given because there is no hatred in the country. So what exactly were you really fighting for in the beginning? Because your supposed Nyaya Yatra was to actually counter the hatred that is prevalent in the country. Today, the same very gentleman says that there is no hatred. People are so loving. Even the BJP RSS workers are coming for my Yatra and they also saying everything is hunky-dory. Yeah. So what exactly is the gentleman really trying to do? Because for him, his own acolytes have left. Milind Deora has quit. Milind Deora, his own acolyte has quit. Jitin Prasada has quit. Jyotiraditya Scindia has quit. So what exactly, whom are we really defending? Only one man. Is the party not important? Only that one man is important.
Good evening, first of all. Very quickly, I'm not going to keep from my side. Coming to Mr. Kamal Nath. Mr. Kamal Nath is in politics for the last 50 years. His journey in politics has been, he's been known as Mrs. Indira Gandhi's third son. He was in the cabinet in Mr. Rajiv Gandhi's period. He has been in the cabinet during Manmohan Singh's time. He has been made the CM of Madhya Pradesh. He was the leader of the party who again fought the elections with the Congress party. He was the face. So for him to leave the party and that blame to go to anybody else, that's not acceptable. If they have done things for the Congress party, the name, the fame, their son Nakul Nath, the position he is in, that is also a direct result of the Congress party. For him, for Mr. Ashok Chavan, who was the CM, who was charged by the BJP, you can go back in time and you can see Prime Minister Narendra Modi has picked up and he has told the people of Maharashtra, how can you vote for a scam accused like Ashok Chavan under the Adarsh camp. And today, these are the same people who the BJP are nominating for the Rajya Sabha. So as you say, if everything is to be blamed to Mr. Rahul Gandhi's politics is not about hatred. He's talking about bringing people together. And if it means that people who have worked with his father, who worked with his mother, cannot work with him, there are more people, there are younger people who can come into politics, and we can see better politics coming forward. And so
now you tell me, okay, now Rohan, Mohabbat ki dukaan can continue, Mohabbat ki dukaan can continue, but you please tell me one thing, his own people, now you see, it's not, no one is fixated with Rahul Gandhi, but the reality is also this, that Rahul Gandhi is only concerned about himself, not his own party. If at all he was concerned, remember what really happened to Sachin Pilot in the state of Rajasthan? Now, you are calling all of them opportunists only because they are talking about the political situation. They are talking about the political situation in each of these states where the Congress party may not even be getting a single seat. The question here is that rather than being worried about that, you are starting off a yatra which may not give you the political dividend. So why should that not be a problem? Kamal Nath had a problem because the Congress party had rejected the Pran Pratishtha. He had rejected the when the Congress party rejected the Pran Pratishtha invitation, several of the Congress parties had a problem.
I'll answer your question.
Several of the Congress party. The point here is that you don't understand the pulse of this country.
Let me answer you. Give me 1 minute, please.
Sujata, I'll come to you after that.
If you look back at, everything is on social media today, right? These leaders have verified social media handles. So please go back when Mr. Rahul Gandhi was starting the yatra from the east to west. Look at what Mr. Ashok Chavan had said for the yatra. Look at what Mr. Kamal Nath had said for the yatra. So when you are telling me that I'm calling them opportunists,
I have no problem. I have no problem, Rohan. I have no problem, Rohan. That's a question that still stands for the Bharatiya Janata Party. I'm still asking that question. I'm still asking the Bharatiya Janata Party that you don't have a problem with Ashok Chavan. That's a valid question. But the fact of the matter is, rather than answering a question for the BJP, why don't you do the answering for the party which is supposed to be our principal opposition party?
What do you mean?
Ashok Chavan is a problem. Ajit Pawar is a problem. And that question will remain. The BJP will have to answer. But what happens to the Congress party when they cannot even keep their flock together? Whom are you going to fight? How exactly are you going to fight?
Nothing will happen. You don't worry about it. You are very worried about Congress.
Nothing will happen. We also know. Madhya Pradesh also you have lost. Madhya Pradesh also you have lost, Chhattisgarh also you have lost, Rajasthan also you have lost. So nothing to worry. कोई भी स्टेट नहीं रहेगा तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है? खाली ख्याली बुला. You want what you want? Shyam Prasad Mekka. A situation will come. A situation will come when 10 Janpad will also not remain with you.
But we will do our politics, not like the way Mr. Modi does.
Static in politics.
What politics? I'm not understanding. What politics are you talking about? When you're not even going to win. No, when you need to. If you have to take the fight, if you have to take the fight to the BJP, if you have to take the fight, how exactly are you willing to take it?
Seven, let me school you now.
Shavan, we won Telangana.
Shyam Prasad and then Sujata.
We are in power.
Since you asked about it,
we've not won any.
Politics is
So for
not
you to
about
say that to write off the Congress party completely.
Rohan, 1 minute. Rohan, I'll come back to you. Allow Shyam Prasad Mekka to respond, and then we have Sujata on it. Shyam Prasad Mekka and Sujata on it.
Seven, quickly, you asked for it. I'm trying to school you.
Go ahead.
Politics is not just about winning or losing. Politics is about standing for what is right. That is what Congress party is doing. That is what Rahul Gandhi is trying to make Congress do. Okay? It's not a bullfight. Just winning. Oh, who is winning? Oh, you didn't win the match. That's not how it happens. Like Prime Minister going to the dressing room and forcefully consoling the cricketers. They know how to win the matches, how to lose the matches.
My goodness.
That is the problem.
Below the belt. This is what Congress does.
Politics.
Shavan. This is what Congress does. Shavan.
Sujata can.
Yes. Yes. So, Mr. Mekha was talking about the politics. I think
Shyam Prasad, Sujata, 1 minute. Sujata, 1 minute, just 1 minute. Shyam Prasad Mekha, just one simple thing. I do understand you said this is an ideological battle.
Yeah.
All said and done. Everything is good. Sounds extremely good, especially if you're in your drawing room. And as your leader says, that we are trying to spread love. Everything is absolutely fine. But what really happens for those whom you are saying that you're fighting for them, those who have not received justice, as you point out? The question is, who's going to fight for them? If
we are
not even going to win a single election, if you're not even going to send a single election, you have to at least give it to the regional parties that they are putting up some fight. And if you see the number of defections that are actually happening, tell me something, why isn't there such high defection in the other regional parties?
Yeah, I appreciate.
Sujata, think about it. Shyam Prasad Mekha, I'll come back to you. Why is it that the defection is mostly from the Congress party? Mostly from the Congress party, but not from the other regional parties. It does not really happen with the other. A few perhaps from the Trinamool Congress, but not so much. So Sujata wants to come in.
So, Shravan, Mr. Mekha was schooling you about the politics. But I think he forgot the very basic of politics is that it is about winning the hearts and the mind and the vishwas of public, which is not with Congress, and it is shown not today. 1985, if you see the Congress graph, Congress has been on a declining stage. You know, your screen has showed a number of names. You know, the entire show will go on. If I start, Mamata Banerjee, Sharad Pawar, Ghulam Nabi Azad, Kapil Sibal, Jitin Prasada, you know, Hardik Patel, you name it, you have it. These were the loyalists of Congress party. They left it. And when they were asked why did they leave Congress party, all of them said one thing: हमारा मान नहीं रखा गया, हमको टाइम नहीं दिया जाता था. And the entire politics is about relaunching a failed product, as in the words of PM Modi, Rahul Gandhi, over and over again. As for the Nyaya Yatra also, because a lot of people are saying Nyaya Yatra, etc., you know, there was this thing about in the Congress party, and I know from a very valid source that leaders of the ground were not happy to have a Nyaya Yatra when there is an election at hand. The resources of the Congress party are being used to push Nyaya Yatra and to make the PR image of the Rahul Gandhi, where those resources are supposed to be used for winning elections. The second point is, under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi, the entire the dynamics of this country has changed. The welfare politics, the Ram Mandir, the 370, the people's sentiment is with BJP, and the leader who have little ear to the ground know that if they have to survive, if they have to keep their political future intact, they have to switch sides. And you know, I'm not trying to judge your basis on the moral lecture. One second.
Okay.
They also have an example of Jyotiraditya Scindia, Jitin Prasada, Arpan Singh, you know, Himant Vishwa Sharma, where they are saying the people who have jumped ships are not dejected. They are not offered biscuit, dog biscuit. Either they are given a place where they are shown respect.
Okay.
The ministers, their chief ministers.
So why not? Politics is not about charity. And last but not the least, you know, here people are talking about ideological. What ideology Congress stands for today? Congress was a centrist party. Today, Congress is a leftist party. It doesn't have any ideological difference between, you know, the Congress party or the other regional parties. And that is why even regional parties do not value them.
Sujata,
I will see what
that question also applies. You know, that question also, Sujata, that question also applies for the Bharatiya Janata Party right now. Because if you are fighting election after election saying that we are going to remove corruption will be completely eradicated, then certainly having Ajit Pawar on your side is not the best of options. And I don't think so. Then corruption angle cannot be something highlighted so much, especially if you have leaders with so much of taint. More importantly, I would actually list out several of the former Congress chief ministers whom they have taken into their fold, who actually face serious allegations. Sumant Siraman, while Sujata, I'll come back to this very point. Sumant Siraman. Sujata, I'll come back to you, but think about it and then answer. Sumant Siraman. Now, think about this. All those who have actually left the Congress party and have actually joined the Bharatiya Janata Party, N. Biren Singh, Himanto, or for Manik Sarkar, or many others. If the people of this country, they were unhappy with this decision that was taken by them, and they would say, oh look here, they have political opportunities, unko sirf power chahiye, then they would have lost it. They would have lost the elections. But the people have voted them. Then they were made the chief ministers. So the fact of the matter is that it has not really affected those who actually go and vote for them. So how do you really say that they are just political opportunists?
Shravan, all we need to do is to go back in history to the 80s and 90s and the early 2000s, when this is what the Congress party used to do. They used to split other parties. They used to, procure MLAs and MPs, and they would then make them contest. Of course, at that some earlier part of time, there was no anti-defection law. But the point I'm making is, today the BJP is a mirror image of the party that it set out to oppose. It has become more Congress than the Congress itself. High command culture, two people take all decisions in the party. People who jump ship and come from other parties are rewarded, whereas the honest Karyakartas who have been slogging for the party for many years are not recognized always. So you are creating, it's just that it's happening, because the party is newer and it had leaders of the stature of Atal Bihari Vajpayee in the earlier days who built consensus and who took people along with him. That this degeneration that has set in the BJP has not affected the party so much until now. Give it another 3-4 years, give it a few electoral defeats, and you will see these people will jump ship again. If they can jump ship from Congress to BJP, they can jump ship from BJP to somewhere else.
It's over.
If not to the Congress, whoever is the latest flavor of
Shyam Prasad
season,
Bekal, I'll come back to you. Shyam Prasad Bekal, I'll come back to you. Sumant has a very interesting point also. Sumant, that was an interesting point. Savio, a very worrying trend, and I'm not going to name the person here. This was a social media post that was put out by the son of a BJP leader from the state of Maharashtra. And the person concerned was a BJP worker for several decades put together. And I have been a reporter in the state of Maharashtra also. This leader day in, day out fought the Congress party, fought the NCP. Today is languishing in some corner with no post, perhaps an elementary post that has been given. The reality is this: many within the BJP are also having this problem. And that is a reality, Savio. That is a reality that many within the BJP are also saying that after all, we are doing the hard work. We are the ones who are committed. We are committed to the ideology. How exactly are you okay with bringing in someone else who may not be completely okay with the ideology, who may not even have any idea about what the ideology is all about? But look, numbers, arithmetic works, so let's just bring them in. Does that not create bad blood even among those hard-working workers of the party? Savio.
Shaban, you've raised a very important point. And being somebody who is a part of the BJP, let me ask you a counter question. Yes, there are sometimes people we have interacted with, not only in Goa, but other parts of the country, that talk about being unhappy of the Congress leaders or leaders from other political parties joining the BJP. But none of the BJP Karyakartas leave the BJP and join any other political party. They don't do that because they believe in Prime Minister Modi's strategies to work for the interest of India. Now, let's look at each of these political leaders that you have named. The problem is not with the political leader or his political ability, whether it's Ashok Chauhan, whether it's Ajit Pawar, or whether it's any of the names that have been spoken about. The real problem is the allegations of corruption against them. And while the allegations of corruption continue, like I said earlier, The only authority to decide whether they are guilty or not is a court of law. Therefore, if the Bharatiya Janata Party, in its wisdom and strategic thinking, believe that they can add value to the Bharatiya Janata Party since they have not been convicted of any crime, I don't see what the problem is. As far as the BJP Karyakarta is concerned, it is our duty as the BJP leaders to work with our Karyakartas and explain to them the reasons to the strategies taken by the party. And that's happening all over. We've had similar issues in Goa as well, where 8 Congress leaders joined the BJP. Many people thought that they would come in because they were getting ministerial portfolios. Unfortunately, only one got that ministerial portfolio about a month ago. So the Karyakartas, yes, sometimes get confused, but when spoken to, because they believe in the ideology, you see the difference is, BJP Karyakartas are driven by the ideology of a better Bharat, of India rising as Bharat. And that is why even if another political leader comes into the party, they are willing to sacrifice their intent, their ambitions to ensure that Bharatiya Janata Party goes ahead and transforms India into Bharat. That's the real difference between BJP and the Congress. The problem with the Congress is that it is not the larger interest of the country in mind, and they can see it very clearly. And that is why they are leaving the Congress.
Savio, there is a history lesson to learn.
Congress Mukh Bharat is a reality.
Thank you. You can try that.
There is also, but Savio, there is also a lesson to be learned from the Congress party. When the Congress actually tried this at the peak of the power, they had a massive downfall. So I think so that's not something that many would like to learn from the Congress party.
I agree with you,
and
Shaman.
Perhaps not the BJP, which always says that they are a party with a difference.
But Rohan, that there would be a downfall. But the difference is the reasons why people are joining. The people are joining.
No, I'm not making any assumption of any downfall for any political party. But all that I'm saying that it does not. Since I also speak to those very political workers, especially those karyakartas from various districts. Now, you have to admit it, Savio, there is some amount of disgruntlement also, especially when hordes of Congress workers simply come in.
Of course, Shaban, I agree.
And that's a problem. That's a problem that you will have to admit. But Rohan,
but the disgruntlement is within the BJP family and for BJP to handle, right? We are not going to wash our hands.
That's exactly why. That's exactly why they say. That's exactly why they would say that the party there is a difference here, and the reality is this. The reality is that even the party workers do say at the same breath. Let me also tell you this conversation. At the same breath, they would also end up saying that it is about winning. It is about winning. Shyam Prasad Beka, you would say there is ideological war that is happening, but even the junior most karyakarta of the Bharatiya Janata Party will also simply say that booth management karna hai, we have to ensure that the party wins. Here, your party gets demoralized. Now, you please tell me, if at all tomorrow, Mr. Kamal Nath goes to the Bharatiya Janata Party along with 7 other Congress workers, including the mayor of Chhindwara, tell me, what moral booster will Madhya Pradesh Congress have?
See, Shravan, I actually appreciate the professionalism and the commitment of the booth worker of BJP, who works as a Panna Pramukh, who goes by the slogan that's Mera booth sabse majboot. I have no problem. I appreciate them. I want my Congress workers to learn from them also. That's not the point. What we are talking about is, let's not reduce the politics of the country just to winning elections and losing some elections. The country is about what kind of people we are, what kind of society, what kind of nation we want to build.
It's about putting up a fight. Shyam Prasad Meka, okay.
Do we want to be jingoistic?
It is okay.
Just
politics is not
Shyam Prasad Meka, it's about putting up a fight. Okay,
Politics
if you want to say it's not about winning elections, at least put up a fight. Put up a fight.
We are fighting.
We are fighting. About running and governing.
I'm only saying if today a Tamil Nadu chief minister Shyam
We
Prasad
are
Meka
fighting. That's what I'm
understand
doing even
this.
here.
If today Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin puts up a fight with the Bharatiya Janata Party, he ensures that there is a fight. If today in the state of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee is putting up a fight, the question is, what happens in a state like Karnataka, when you have a political strategist like D.K. Shivkumar who's being sidelined? So in almost every state where you have a possibility of winning, where you have better arithmetic, you will sideline those who work the hardest
Somebody is sidelined
for
in
your
our
party.
Who is sidelined in our party? How do you get to know?
It's a reality. It's a reality. Binay,
What reality?
you may keep denying it. You may keep denying it. After a few months, we'll have the same debate. We'll have the same debate if something similar happens in the other state where you have won. But Binay,
the base part of this debate was that Mr. Suman C. Raman
while
and
the
Mr.
Congress
Mehta,
has a Congress has a problem to
they
address.
are worried about BJP karyakartas.
What will you, Binay? But what will you go, Binay? 1 minute, Binay. In the state of Jharkhand, you are fighting. You are fighting Hemant Soren. You say he is a corrupt man. You say, look at this man who says I'm fighting for Adivasi but is roaming around in a BMW. There you have a corruption issue.
What is your problem?
You have
if
a
he roams
problem
in a
of
BMW?
corruption, but you don't have a problem when corruption issues are picked up in the state of Maharashtra. Why this double standard?
That is the mindset. It is very
once
sad.
again, Binay,
Why
you
do you
have
have a
to admit there is double standard.
If
There is double standard. There is double speak when it comes to corruption issues. No, you have a problem with Hemant Soren, but you don't have a problem with a Maharashtra leader. That same sugarcane.
Don't talk about the Janganna.
Why do
Question,
you-
I am
why do you have
not saying that I am giving any clean chit to Hemant Soren. I am simply saying that why not speak in one language? Why not speak in one language when it comes to corruption
Make it like
issues?
a victim card, a Adivasi card.
Why
That
do
is
you
the
have
problem.
this
Why do you have a
casteist
problem
mindset?
if we roam in a BMW?
Sawan,
No problem.
have
What
a
BMW
problem
sir,
mindset?
he's-
No, the question was,
he's
no,
flying
one
in a
second.
jet.
Sujata,
Adivasi
Sujata,
not
I'm
go
asking
down?
this question. I'm asking this question. 1 minute, Sujata, hold on. Sujata, I'm asking this question to
What is wrong
Binay.
with it?
Binay also, one second.
Why are you insulting
Sujata,
tribal?
allow Binay to also respond, no?
No, why do you have a problem?
Why are
1
you
minute.
insulting Adivasi?
The reason why
Why do you
I asked
have
this
a problem
question,
with BMW?
Shyam Prasad Meka,
You tell
hold
me
on, I'll
first.
give you the chance. Hold on. I am only asking this question to Binay. Binay happens to be also the spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party of the state of Jharkhand. In that same very state, Mr. Marandi, to every others, including you, Binay, you have spoken at length about corruption. But then you don't have a problem in Maharashtra.
Shravan,
And you have a problem
let me
with the
reply to-
Adivasi in a
Just
BMW.
Mr. Meka, I am not interrupting you. The problem is not with Hemant Soren riding a BMW. The problem is that the BMW is registered to a self company and registered on the address of a person. Last month ago, he is a Congress, member of parliament, and last month only 350 crore were seized from that person. The problem is that, Mr. Meka, so don't generalize it. And the best part of the debate of today was that Mr. Meka and Mr. Raman, they are concerned about BJP karyakartas. Oh my God, I cannot look at a more generous statement like that. But the thing is, Sawan, that when you are generalizing corruption, and the best part that if you are coming to BJP, it is not a clean sheet. You can, as a political party, you can switch over to any party. If you want to come to BJP, we welcome you. But again, the cases are not dropped. The cases are not dropped, and the cases are, going in the same pace. The investigation is on. And if the person is found guilty, the party will have a stand on that. The party will take action. So, but when you try to generalize
Gentlemen,
corruption by naming that, why can't Adivasi cannot ride a BMW, that's not good.
Absolutely.
That's not good.
I guess we have had both sides views coming
Why
in.
can they not drive?
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm running short of time, but I'm sure this debate will continue. Now, to the Congress and to the other opposition parties, I think so this country certainly deserves a strong opposition party, and not just a political scientist who's currently on a discovery of India And for the Bharatiya Janata Party and perhaps the ruling parties, the question is at least speak in one language when it comes to issues of corruption. Thank you very much for watching the weekend debate.
For that,